Okay, just gonna do a short video on well, this was the Democross car. It actually belongs to my buddy. He's been running it in a few demos. It's the last one. I've already cut the bumper off. That bumper was strong, unbelievably, for a 74 Oldsmobile Cutlass two-door front bumper. I'm surprised. It was only factory tack welded in a few places, and only a few of the tack welds broke. But it was, I mean, if you welded that bumper, I probably would have done a lot better. It's still actually usable, so we can go back in and weld it. As you can see, the front end is way up. This was a Lincoln Mark V, I think. It's Mark III, Mark V, whatever. It was a good car. It's the one that has the double torque boxes back here. But you can see the frame is pretty far up. This side, it's actually, you can't tell because the car is sitting on the ground pretty much, or sitting on the frame pretty much, and the frame is busted under the driver. It didn't bend here at all. The other side, it gave out, or like Impalas give out. But this one held up. The frame in the back, real back, on the far back on that other side, it split the seam. But as you can tell, doors were chained on this thing. This is a bone stock car, even though there's some scumbag out there to tell you that I cheat. I only cheat when they cheat, so I do exactly what they do. But anyways, I don't care. It's the reason I quit. And I go to a derby that's got 4 cars in it, and they're all the same dude, pretty much. So who cares? But anyways, this is the car I ran in the Democross, the state fair. Because that's pretty much all that goes on in our Arizona State Fair anymore is the Democross, which is a lot more fun. There's no money in it. But if you're in it for the money, you're not really in it for the fun. Screw you then. But anyway, so yeah, the other door skin is completely ripped off the car. The back end, I'll go around there in the back. The back end, we had the frame rail went down on the one side. I'll show you, and we had to over notch it so to go up, and it never did, and it just all went, still went down and in. That one went sky high because we tried notching, like I said, to make it go up, and it is packed in there pretty tight. The rear end is a disc brake 9-inch, which we had to take the disc brakes off because every time you bend a rim, it would stop turning. So, yeah. Rear end's still good. We'll take it out and sell it. I'm taking the 460 out for my truck. I need to do some work to it, and then I'll put it in my truck after I do some head work and stuff to it. But there you go. Like I said, quick look. The reason why is, as you can tell by the shadow, the sun is really intense today, and if I walk on this side of the car, you can't really see anything anyway, so it starts getting dimmer and dimmer as I try and show you stuff. You might be able to see the engine sky high in there too. But I don't think you can go down there and see maybe you can see the frame destroyed. But, yep. Bumper sitting there. You can see one of the little tack welds the factory did. That's about one of the only ones that did break. It's not that bad. There's a few on this side, but man, that thing held up. I was surprised because if you look at it, it is just mostly bolted together. So I guess if we would have took the time to weld the tar out of that, it would have done even better. But it's still good enough to use, so we'll do that next time. Maybe weld it up and go. Now the next thing to do is, of course, jack the car sky high and then cut the frame so the engine and front suspension just falls out of the car and rolls right down the ramps into the backyard. And then it's a matter of taking the rest of the car apart and scrapping it and saving what he wants, like his plastic seat that hurts my back and all that junk. Of course, when I cut the bumper off, the core support fell down. You can't see the pulley was beating the tar out of the cross member. But if you look at the motor mounts, the motor's 4 inches farther. What took it out is if you see the transmission is actually sitting on the trailer. That's why I got this piece of skid plate nut material so I could even get it on my trailer. And yeah, the transmission that broke the drive shaft. After transmission, I know most of the time it breaks the rear end, but the severe angle on this one was at the front, so the U-joint could no longer rotate, and it just shattered the yoke on the drive shaft. So that's what took the car out from moving anymore. Plus that, and taking a bone stock car head to head with fully welded frames that are filled with steel, not that smart. So, but he had fun. So there you go, quick look and last look of the Democross car.